Hey, what's up, guys? It's Nick from Empire of Figs. Today we're going to be looking at Captain America, the Winter Soldier from Mafex. I had already opened this figure. Unfortunately, I lost the stand. I don't know where that went. I've been looking all over the room. I can't find it. But this is the figure here. You get the official MediaCom toy at the bottom. Mafex, Winter Soldier. Let's go to the side. Got him with the knives in hand. Winter Soldier says action figure, more Mafex, number 203. And this is from the Infinity Saga line. In the back, just gives you a better look at the guy and what he comes with. Shows you the knives, the shield, get the different faces. It's pretty cool that he gets 3 of them. And then he also comes with multiple sets of hands. There's not really a description on this guy, but pretty self-explanatory if you had already seen the movie and what happens in that movie. If not, well, you're late to the party. It's a great movie. You should watch it. But this right there, and then I think this here as well helps it with, you scan this here to see if it's authentic. So if you're ever looking for the sticker, it's usually on the sides, like right here. So we got it here. You scan that and it's authentic, and then you also got this little sticker here as well. Just make sure that your figure is authentic, that you're not buying a fraud. But that's it right there. Let's open the figure and let's see what this guy can do. So we got the figure out of the packaging. We got Bucky Barnes here as the Winter Soldier. He comes with 16 sets of hands, including the 2 he has already. And he comes with 3 pairs of knives, or 3 knives, 2 straps, a shield, and 3 head sculpts. So let's take a look at the straps. So we got them here. See, you can look, you're going to want to take the shield right here. And there is a shape that you're going to want to place it in. So you're going to place it in right here. And it should just hold. And you got your first strap in. Take this off. Unfortunately, I wish I could show you guys the stand. I think I explained it to you earlier. If I didn't, here it is again. I lost it. I've had this figure for like 2 months. I've opened it and I didn't really mess with it other than just to take a look at the figure itself. I didn't really look at the accessories and play with it as much as I am these past few days. But this other one here is a little bit tricky. You're going to have to push down and push up on it a little bit. But it will stay. See? As much as you shake it, won't come off. So that's pretty good. That's your second strap. I'll show you guys some pictures at the end of the video. Show you what it looks like. But that's the shield. Nice weathering all throughout it. You got the silver, I guess what you call that, red, white, and blue. So you got the white, the red, the blue, and then the silver here for the star. All kinds of weathering. Really like this shield. Makes it pop. This is awesome. Let's see. Let's move on. Now let's take a look at the head sculpts. We got this one here. They really nailed the likeness of Sebastian Stan, and I'm glad that they did that. It looks a lot better than Marvel Legends. Knowing that you are paying $104 for this figure, that's where I got it, and that's how much I paid on Big Bad Toy Store, plus tax, obviously. And this is the quality you're going to be getting, and I think this is really good. This is what it looks like here. Let's take a look at the mask. So he has one that comes with the mask and the glasses right here. You can take a look. Gray mask, I think black glasses, hair. Looks pretty good. It's pretty accurate to me, the way it would look in the movies. Let's hold up these 3 knives to see if I can get them all in one shot. So we got 3 knives, one pocket knife. I think I remember in the scene. This one here at the end, he fights Bucky with it, or I mean, Steve Rogers with it. He fights Steve Rogers with that knife. I think he fights. I think he fights him with all three of the knives. I don't know what I'm talking about, but he comes with these three knives here. It is pretty cool. This one looks like a little sword to me. You got two knives that are the same. And what's cool is that you can take these knives here, and if you're not using them, get to the back of the figure, and you can port them in here. So let's take this. Let's see if we can just push it in. At least I thought you could. Hold on. No, yeah, you can. I was just put it in the wrong spot. But it's right here, see? And you can just put that bad boy right in there. Boom. You have storage for your knives. Just take it out. Oh, it's a bit stiff. Let me see if I can get it off camera. Yeah, we got it. Got it out. Let's put this down. So those are the three knives. That's the storage he has. You can put the knives in the back of him. Oh, and now let's take a look at the hands. Well, actually, let's take a look at this head sculpt here. So he has this head sculpt that's just with the mask and not um the the glasses. So, but as I'll explain in the articulation, he can't really go up with the head, see, because it's stiff, the hair, so it won't allow you to get much movement side to side or up, but down he can get some movement. But I'll leave that for the articulation. Um, get this guy back up. So he has the two-fisted hands on him already. He comes with these two hands here. These ones are pretty cool because you can take them and show you in that scene where Captain America's chasing him on the roof and they're slamming through all the apartments. You can take this and slide it in like this, and you can have him catch the shield like just like he did in the movie. And I think that's awesome, man. I can't wait to have this guy doing that. Let's take this off, put the shield down. Pretty much the same thing with the other hand as well. Just it's just not the metal hand; it's his regular hand. So you got that going on here. Um, let's take a look at the rest of the hands here. So you have these hands here. I think they're more like knife hands here, so he can hold his knives. Got his metal arm and his regular hand. We have uh, these ones here. I found to be easier when I was putting the knives in them. The holes are a little bigger, so you're going to want to use these hands when you're posing him with the knives. So use these hands. They're a little bit different. The holes are a little bit bigger and they're shaped different than the last hands I just showed you. And then we have a few sets of open hands here. But these ones I want to show you are his gun hands. If you have any guns from Marvel Legends, any Mafex figures in the past, uh, any other line of figures, you can use them on this Winter Soldier figure here. That's what I've been doing. When I took it out of the box when I was playing with it, I just picked up one of my guns out of the box and put it on Bucky, and it worked out. She got these hands here. Get his gun hands. Get some open hands, kind of like waving hands. Maybe, Captain America pushes him and, he's like flying back, and you can picture the scene where his hands are kind of like going backwards. Then he looks up at Cap and runs at him. You can use these hands. I don't know. I'm just trying to paint a picture. But you have these hands here. Pretty neat. Waving hands. Let's put these guys down. And then we will go to the last four hands here. I broke the little piece here in the middle. That sucks. More open hands, more waving like hands here. You can do as you please with these hands, get them in different poses, different looks. Metal hand looks the same. Open, turn it around. Boom. Now let's take a look at these last hands here. So we got these claw-like hands, and I like these because I do think there's a scene in the movie where Bucky is pulling down on Captain America's shield, and you can have him in that scene where he is just pulling down on the shield. I think I'm gonna try and take a photo like that with Cap with these hands, him fighting Cap. But other than that, those are all the accessories that he comes with. He comes with a fair amount of accessories for the price that you're paying for, which is $104.99. I don't know the tax, but that's basically the base price I paid for on Big Bad Toy Store. Let's move on to the articulation. And articulation, he has double jointed elbows here. Go up this much. Same with this side. This much. Let's put him down. Bicep swivel, full rotation on both sides here. Full rotation on the arms. Oop, that came off. We get this here. Let's pick up this hand. Come on. This. You just port it back in there, and we should be cooking right there. And then get a full rotation on the arm. I think I showed that. We get butterfly joints on both sides. They don't go back far or forward that much. But this is what they can do. But it's still awesome that we get that option here. It's both sides. Let's go to the head. Side to side movement, not that much because of the hair. It makes the head stiff, so it can't really move that much, but it can look down pretty far like this. And it can't look up any further than this because of the hair. It keeps it stiff, but that's all right. We have double jointed knees, both sides. Go up like this. Let's put them back down. We get a hip drop here, but you kind of have to force it down. I don't know if you have to force it down, but you do get a hip drop. If you can tell, right, there's a little gap here, and that's the hip drop. And then you push it up. I think there's a hip drop. I might be talking out of my butt, but yeah, if there's not, forgive me. So we got toe articulation here, up and down movement. Pretty cool. Shoe, full rotation, up and down, full rotation, up and down. And then we get the upper diaphragm that can move this much up when you're not using the waist swivel, and this far down when you're not using the waist swivel. And then with the waist swivel, he can move even further down like this. You can move even further down when you have the waist swivel, and then even further back like that when you're using it. So we got that going on. Do a full turn. Uh-oh. Maybe we shouldn't be doing that. That's crazy. Yo. Yo, I heard that thing go. Alright, we're never doing that again in my life. I'm never doing that again in my life. Yo, that felt like I almost just broke the figure. Like, oh man. Okay. So let's get to the sculpting and the detail on the figure. I think I pretty much went over all the articulation on this figure and what it can do. Unless I missed the wrist, which you can move up this far. And then this much down. That's pretty much it. Let's go down here. Boom. And let's take a look at the the details. So we got brown. If you can tell, it looks black, but it is brown, I think. This part of the figure, this here, is brown. It's like a dark brown to me. And I think that's how it's supposed to look, because that's how it looked in the movie. We get the red star here, sculpting all throughout the arm here for the metal arm, which looks cool. Much going on here. The belt with all of these pouches where he can store his bullets or grenades or knives or whatever accessories that he has with him at the time when he's fighting. Grenade launcher. He does use that in the movie. I wish they would have given that to us, but they didn't. That's fine. I know they can't give us guns and because of some reason, but it is what it is. We got that. We got the knife holders in the back. Another knife holder on the side, which is cool. And then we got straps up here on his chest area. And that's pretty much it for the figure and what the articulation can do. I will leave you guys with some poses. I hope you guys like and subscribe to my videos. Follow me on TikTok. I have a link for it on my YouTube page. I post more often on my TikTok than I do my Instagram. So follow me first on TikTok, and then if you would like to follow me on Instagram, I would have very much appreciated. Um, I will see you guys later. I will be posting my Incredible Hulk figure next week or the following week because I am going camping, but I will see you guys later.